Hello, everybody. My name is Alejandra Palma. I am here to talk today about a little bit of my experience in studying as an international student here in Niagara Falls, where I'm currently working. I was born and raised in Cartagena, Colombia, and I have been living in Niagara Falls since 2019. So I've been here exactly 5 years in this month. I initially came in as a tourist. So I was here 6 months to visit right after I finished high school. I wanted to take 6 months sabbatical, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I attended an open house in May at a local college where I ended up studying, applying, staying. I liked it. When I visited the campus, I looked at the programs. It's something that I really felt identified and something that I felt like I wanted to study and I wanted to be here in the city working. So I applied to come as an international student and I stayed. I started my program in September of 2019 and graduated in May of 2021. So I have been outside of the school for a little under 3 years. I have been working ever since. I had a little bit of background on everything as far as work. Have had opportunities in many fields. Thankfully, in Canada, you do have opportunities to work in many areas and to kind of like do so while you're studying. So I have a bit of background in working for bakeries, customer service, supermarkets, technical support over the phone, restaurants, and right now I ended up working with the city of Niagara Falls, starting working as a digital marketing consultant, but right now I am a small business consultant and manager of the office here. So I work helping people start their businesses, entrepreneurs launch their businesses and expand. So we're a publicly funded office, so we offer our services for free. So I'm able to help out the community that way. And I have a great team to do so as well. But, coming here, it was a long ride. And being an international student, I know that I would have wanted to know a lot of things before coming in. So one thing that I really consider before choosing the institution was, number one, the classes. So what we call in Colombia the pensum. So all the classes that take part in a program in each semester, I really looked into to see if that's something I was really interested in studying and attending every single week. And it's something that I really found that I was attracted to. One thing that I also was looking into while choosing the destination here in Niagara Falls, that is where your guys are considering in studying, I really look at the cost of living. What things can we do in the city on our free time? What job opportunities is it? How is the job market? How is the housing situation? How is the community? Like all of these things that you can really find out by doing some research, by talking to people like myself that have gone through this. That I also think that Niagara Falls is a nice city to build a community, that there's a lot of opportunity for you to meet new people and really get support from many communities, and there's a lot of diversity here as well. As you would always get that part of your country, you can find it here somewhere, but there were obviously some challenges that I faced along the way. One big challenge that I faced was obviously living home. My whole family is back in Colombia. So living home, living my family, living my friends was definitely a hard challenge, but the university really gives you an opportunity to build your own community, that it's your chosen family, right? So these people that are going through similar things like yourself, they're leaving their home from their home country. It could be in Europe, could be in Asia, and then you can all connect on that, right? So you all have family that is in another country, so you kind of have to build that community yourself, and that's something that is really rewarding to be able to do that for yourself, by yourself, and you end up with a beautiful Canadian family formed by all of these bits from all over the world. But it can only be happening only if you really are open to build that community and very open into understanding that it's going to be a challenge to be away from your family and your friends, but you would also have the opportunity to build all these new relationships. So I think that's very beautiful. Another challenge that I faced was definitely about speaking in a new language all the time to new people that I didn't meet, because I didn't feel confident enough to do so. But One thing that somebody told me was that whenever they traveled to Spanish-speaking countries, they felt really insecure about speaking in Spanish, even though they could get by in speaking in Spanish. So I was like, oh, that's how I feel when I speak English here. So it really happens to other people as well. So nobody's really making fun of you whenever you make a mistake. Nobody really makes you have a rough time if you do that. People help you, people correct you, and they help you feel more confident. So one thing that really helped was putting myself in situations when I knew I had to speak English yes or yes. Like working in an environment where there will only be, English speaking people that you would have to get by, and that really gave me a lot of confidence. But I did identify that it was definitely a struggle, but today I can proudly say that I'm very proud and happy of being bilingual. So I know there's that as well. One thing that I really liked about studying and working here, starting off with studying, I love learning new things. I love talking to classmates, developing relationships with my professors, having an opportunity to work on campus, participate in campus activities. I think there's nothing like it. You cannot find that anywhere else except on a university or a college, that you can really discover all these things that have autonomy, all the things that you choose that you like. So I think that's great to be able to learn and experience all new things. And about working, I can say at this point in time, I feel really fulfilled in being able to practice what I went to school for, which is marketing and sales. And I'm happy to be able to give back to the community, help out the community. The thing that gratifies me the most is being able to bring diversity everywhere I go. Bring in a little bit of my country, a little bit of my essence, and show people and get to know more cultures as well. So I think that's a characteristic that I'm very proud of, to always bring my diversity everywhere I go and being open to learning from other cultures as well. One thing that I'm really planning for the near future is to be able to support even more our minority groups, especially newcomers, Latinos, women, Black entrepreneurs. I really want to support and help that community grow as far as the businesses they're starting, the community they're finding. It's something that I really want to help people introduce each other, create networking opportunities. So if you come here, if you're here downtown, I'll be happy to kind of introduce you to a lot of members of the community and allow you to support local businesses as well. And last but not least, I have a bit of an advice for everybody, and I want you to really listen closely, because this is the first and only advice somebody gave me when I was considering choosing an education here in Niagara Falls. Ask everything. Talk to your advisor. Talk to everybody you can think of. Ask the questions. The only thing that is going to give you peace and it's going to give you assurance that you're making the right life-changing choice, which is moving to another country, is to ask questions and have the security that you're informed. So don't be hesitant. People are there to give you information, even if it's an advisor, as academic advisor, academic consultant. Anybody who's part of either an agency, is part of GUS, is part of the University of Niagara Falls, take advantage of that resource and ask questions. Ask everything. I did it, my parents did it, and people are there to help. Ask everything you can think of and be sure of your decision only after you've gotten your answers. So that's it from me. I'm very thankful for the GUS team and the University of Niagara Falls team for allowing me to speak to you guys. I wish I would have attended something like this when I was in university, so I'm very glad that I've been able to share a little bit of my experience. So I wish everybody has a great day and hope to see you at some point here in Niagara Falls. It truly is a beautiful city. So yeah, good luck with everything. Thank you. Bye-bye.